incredibly sorry about that. Somehow I apparently started to swap every single frame to the point where I had to literally restart stream manually. So, yeah. Oh, that sucks a bit. However, that's where the end is.
Freeze! Ah! I've got a present for you.
Oh wait, there was actually a valid reason for me to keeping the suppressor on during this fight. I forgot about that, yeah. Okay. So now... I forgot because we already have the thing, we don't need to actually sneak up on him, we just need to make him fall asleep, so... We can get away with doing a lot of flat. So I could be a scumbag and I could use Konami code and more. But that feels a bit right now. Dead. I can properly. Not him there. It is. Yep, there he is. Done it. Nice. Oh, wow. Yeah, it shouldn't sound like I'm far away from the mic, I'm right next to it, so whatever the fuck that is, I do not have a clue, unfortunately. Oh.
Spirits of the forest, I thank you. The boss would be proud of you. The time has come for a younger generation to rise. I've been wandering for more than a century, and now my journey comes to a close. What a splendid way to end it all. I have no regrets.
I didn't actually realise you could
I can return to the
take out the power right away in the beginning of the game. I always thought you had to wait until this time, so... Now there he is, taken up by the forest. What a fight. And then... the forest lets us pass. Because the reason it was blocking it was because of the end. And to be controlling the forest. So very soon we are getting to the ladder. And you know what that means, chat, don't you? It means only one thing, and that thing is... we gotta sing, innit? Like... I'm not doing it because I'm a little fucking coward, but... you can do it, chat, if you want to. Okay, let's do that. Let's, Dude, we're gonna keep the... what we actually have... okay. We're gonna keep bird A, which is actually the end's power keep, believe it or not. I'm gonna kind of keep him to the end, if we can. It seems fitting. Then we've got Mosin Nagant, which is a sniper. And now we're actually going to not go to the end right away, believe it or not, because we actually have quite a lot of stuff which we haven't explored at all. So we need to explore everything here. For example, we haven't really even touched the waterfall district. We only sort of went there once at a single small tiny part in tracking the end, and that was it. So, yeah. However, it shouldn't take us too long to actually explore this area, because it isn't much exploring as it is actually getting some stuff which we've missed by now. Notice there is a green tree item there, and I do not believe you have to actually do the quotans in this one during the fight, I don't think. But if I was you, I'd personally do that. If you're trying to get all Quotan frogs, because it seems like something which I wouldn't trust blind luck on, quite frankly. I'd try and make sure it actually works. Here's actually where the weaponry is, if you are interested. If you'd actually killed the end before here, the thing you would have to actually do would be... if he's already defeated the ends when he's a single part, you have to be facing off against the Ocelot unit right now here. So yeah, the Ocelot unit not as nice. That's why I personally decided not to do that, as well as first playthroughs to get Moss and the Nagant. There's where the Quotan is, right by the supply depot. If you actually go to that one during the fight, you can get there while he's at his first location. His first location is more or less always going to be the same. However, I would highly recommend trying to get him to move first. This is where the second location of the Quotan is, in the second area of the game. It's Sovrano West, aka the place with the river. That's all you really need to know about this. It's the place with the river. You see... yeah, there's a common fucking snake as well that tastes somewhat nice, apparently. I'm actually constantly swapping between having and not having my night vision goggles on, because it's a bit too bright to keep them on, but it's not too bright where you can actually see a lot of the all of the items, so actually somewhat nice. And you might notice you can't actually climb up there, you've got to go around. Either this way, which actually goes to the point, I believe, or that's what, is that another? Nah, that's a faster. That's a shame. Or you can go around this way to get up to where another one of the end's sniping points. He actually sits in that tree line just there. So if he is there and you can sneak around him, it's much more recommended. There is another Macho which eats pretty much everything. So if you've not already ate one, you can eat another one there. You also can sit here to snipe at you. So again, going around is honestly a smart choice. Stops him from moving and gives you a clean shot in most cases. Then here at Sovrano North, I do not actually remember where the item, where the Quotan is. But I will say, there's another Macho in case you need to eat one. They only have very limited spawns like most enemies. The main one that's majorly limited is the Tsuchinoko though. Again, however, you do not want to eat that one, by the way, because you want to take it to the very end of the game. It has the best reward, arguably, that you can get after getting all of the Quotans, which gives you South Camo. The Tsuchinoko gives you something that's a lot better, quite frankly, and that is the Infinity face paint. So that's where the Quotan is. You should be able to pick it, I think. Apparently not. But yeah, that's where the Quotan is. So if you need that. Here is another Cobalt Blue tarantula. And now here we are at the ladder. So chat, you know what to do. The fact that climbing that ladder lands perfectly on that song is one of the things that makes Kojima such a goddamn brilliant director. That's the kind of thing which separates good from brilliant. Unfortunately, of course, it's Kojima, so his games take a very, very long time to come out. I'm not expecting Death Stranding to come out for another good 2 years, quite frankly, because this is Kojima we're talking about. But it has Kojima behind it, so you can tell it's going to be a brilliant game. Now, because we're in the desert, this is why we picked up Choco Chip. You might notice naked actually gives good coverage for this one because it's naked. It's a brilliant pattern. Of course, if you've got the Ocelot camouflage, it's also very, very similar colours, so it's a very, very good camo. Plus, it gives the effect of, wow, bettering your aim. I don't think it actually has any negatives in this game, so yeah, it really is good when you can get 95 camo coverage while not moving in crouch. So yeah, don't actually want to try and knock out any enemies in this part, because the vultures are ass. They don't like people, they fucking hate people, of course. They're fucking vultures. That being said, I think you should be able to get away with it. There. Now, they're vultures, so they shouldn't attack until unless they are killed. So that shouldn't be a problem. I mean, I guess it knocks the guy out, so that's pretty good, I guess. But yeah, if you notice, it's near impossible to actually get 90, well 100% without using the moss camouflage in the areas where it works the best. This game is a bit of an ass. You have to use specific setups to get perfect stuff on this one mostly. However, not always the case. And you might notice there is over here, which now over there a bit ago, I destroyed a helicopter, a helo. Now, it didn't make much sense why I would, right? It's just probably set dressing of some kind which you can happen to destroy. No! Oh no, it isn't. This part has helos. You can get rid of them. You can get rid of them by doing that very particular thing. The quotient is right there. Then it's this way to the next set of stuff, the Hansgorg mountainside. It's actually possible to Zerg rush after we get to the next cutscene heavy section, should I say, to put it politely. Although I personally do not really enjoy Zerging too much. I think you might notice, guy's not got anything there, but he's flying. No, he has stuff there. He's not flying. He's not in the air. The enemies don't actually have much in the way of what is it called? Smarts. I'll just do that. What that? Actually, what is it? However, part is an annoying bastard to do because of these guys stuff there. I don't think you can actually stop that from spawning at all. But you can sure as hell make it a hard ass drop for them to actually notice you. Again, there's that face paint and the animal costume skin. Really good. A lot of things are really good though. Then XME, WPGN, Temtic, Epic or something like that. I don't know how to properly say that. So, you can notice that's where he is. He's still flying high. The guy's still not dead, which is always good. You don't actually want them to die, quite frankly, because if they die, it's a lot harder for you. Which I know doesn't make much sense, but there you go. There you can slowly but surely crawl through this gap. You can see where this guy is. You want to wait for him to move up. There he is, he's turned away, and now you can move. You want to make sure when he turns back down, which you do, mind you are either not in his line of sight or you are perfectly still. I think you have just enough time to crawl into this hole. That effectively makes you completely hidden from him now until the come back down. So I'm gonna keep it for here. Yeah, notice. That's where they are now. Pull out a bit further. Let's keep an eye on him. We're waiting for him to climb back up. So cool. And there you go. There he is. He's going up. Now we have a chance to pull ourselves away. You want to stay crawling throughout all of this. And that's just how hidden you are right now. With this setup. He is invisible and he's right there. Oh wow. Climb up. Move forward. Find by the bandage. Can't. Try and find this thing. It's what, ammo only? Yeah, ammo only, not really worth it. However, because of how low he is, if you rush, you have just enough time to actually climb up here. And here. Spin around on the wall and wait for him to move back down. If you might notice, goes in the gun. Catch him. Guy over there? No, he isn't. Now, you keep travelling this way. There is a guy by that door, by the wall there, by the exit. So do be careful. Highly recommended. Pick up the RPG here. Because it's a lot easier to do it there than it is in the other possible spot, I believe. Yeah, notice this guy there. So, into the medical office. Or out of the medical hall. Up, up, up. Stealth around. And then there. Actual quotient is on top of that. And this is their food supply. So, food here. Do it here. Yeah, if you notice, the quotient is the eyes of the quotient. It's just up there. Put it into normal view, you can kind of see where it is a lot better. So yeah, and then blow it. And then force yourself here to basically stop the major call for backup. That will eventually come if you don't. And now, you might notice more hinds. You could have previously called in battle hinds, however, you destroyed the only battle hind in the earlier game. And now these guys are damaged. This means they are a lot more susceptible to damage, I believe it is. I don't know if it's only from stun and sleep, but they are a lot weaker to almost all to those two kinds of damages, I believe. Definitely stun. Whenever the healer comes, you want to stop. Outright, stop moving, down the ground. Or getting somewhere like this, then get here, go on here, and this leads to the central, I'm wanting to say central trough, but I know it has a different name that's a lot better. Can't fucking remember when, it's annoying me. Trench. Central trench, that's it. There is actually some items up here which you want to wait before you activate either, to get some of them. So that's exactly what we're doing right now. There's a door up there somewhere that they've just opened. That's the reason you heard something going quickly like that. That's the door opening. Yeah. And if you notice, it says here. And this is actually your endpoint. That's actually your end game, your goal. I believe. Yeah. Notice it goes right as it goes above you. You do not want to be caught by the healer. That's bad news. You need to immediately get onto one of the AA guns if that happens. No, that wasn't your end goal. Okay. However, you really do not want to accidentally be caught here. Put the TNT in, run out of the room, climb up. And that is their weapon cache. So There is actually a point when we are going to blow it. However, we're first going to wait a very slight amount of time. Not much, just a small amount. Now we're going to look over this place. And we've actually got stuff from most of it. So, there should be another one coming in very... There it is. There he is, there. And now, wait. We're waiting. Wait for him to turn a corner. And that is exactly what we were waiting for him to turn just far enough for us to get away with doing that. So now, we're effectively in a cutscene section again. And I really need to go up to the top shop to get my money. Oh. However, let me check. Might be able to get some now without having to follow that. Ah.
Well, that was quick.
You look like you could use some rest.
I'll be fine. It's just that playing these two roles hasn't left me much time to sleep.
Where'd you get those cuts?
The Colonel.
He found out?
If he knew, I'd be dead already. No, this is his hobby. He's a sadist. He gets pleasure out of making people suffer. He's scum. Does it look that strange to you?
No. I'm the same way. Scars all over.
Can I see?
No.
How much?
Where'd you get this one?
I got it after defecting to the Soviet Union.
I don't think so. It's older than that. Code breaking is a desk job. Where'd you get this kind of scar?
You really want to know?
Yeah, we pretty much have enough, I think.
Well, too bad.
Yeah.
It's gotta have some
four,
secrets, you know.
£6.
But enough about that. You've got to get going. The Phase 2 trial of the Shagohod is about
Good.
to start, and it looks like
That's
someone might be coming
17.
to spoil the party.
Khrushchev?
His
That should be
forces are
more
on
than
their way
enough.
here. The Colonel is
That's
gathering
18.
his troops together to meet them. If we don't get a move on, the security will be even tighter than it is now.
Let's check they're open on Thursdays. They are open Monday to
You'll need this
Thursday.
key.
Yes.
It unlocks the door to the underground
Good.
tunnel. Once you're in there, you can follow the tunnel to
5
get
till
inside
10 p.m. It's currently
and take this
7.
too.
Okay. £1 delivery charge within 2 miles.
What is it?
The food of the future. A well-balanced meal for the space age. It's good to eat some real food once in a while. I'll bet if I kissed you, you'd taste like a wild beast.
So let's see.
Do you know where exactly in Groznygrad Sokolov is located?
He's in the heart of the fortress, the weapons lab.
How?
The weapons lab is divided into 3 wings. There's the East Wing, which houses the research facilities.
With...
Then there's the main wing where the weapons are assembled. That's where the Shagohod is.
Yeah, I got enough. Definitely.
Finally, there's the West Wing, which is connected via a passageway to the main building. That's where Sokolov is. To get in, you'll have to enter the main wing from the East Wing. Then, go through the passageway on the 2nd floor of the main wing.
The West Wing of the weapons lab. Got it.
There's just one problem.
Not again.
The West Wing is protected by the highest level of security. You need to be Colonel class to get in.
Colonel class?
Here, look at this picture. Major Ivan Rydenovich Rykov. Pretend you're him.
How do I do that?
Hmm.
steal his clothes. You look similar from behind. They won't know the difference. Your face might be a problem, so you just have to figure something out. He should be somewhere in the East Wing.
All right. But how am I supposed to escape once I get Sokolov out of there? Command said you're supposed to have something ready for me.
And I do. There's a lake 30 miles north of here.
Okay.
I hid a wig there.
A wig?
It's a state-of-the-art ground effect vehicle.
A ground effect vehicle? I can't fly one of those.
That's okay. I happen to be an excellent pilot.
Taking off from a lake is trickier than it looks. It's not like riding a motorcycle. You've got to be more delicate.
Of course I will. You've seen how good I am with the bike, right?
Right. You handle the escape then. I'll head for Groznygrad.
Wait a minute. There's something I wanted to ask you.
What?
What's the story between you and the boss?
She was like a mother, and my master.
And your lover?
It went deeper than that.
Deeper?
Ooh.
Half of me belongs to the boss.
Do you love her?
No, nothing like that.
Do you hate her?
Does it have to be one or the other? Love or hate?
Between a man and a woman? You bet.
For 10 years, we lived and died together. You couldn't possibly understand.
And you think you can kill her now? That's your mission, isn't it? Assassinating the boss? Snake? Is there anyone you like? Someone special?
I've never been interested in other people's lives.
You were interested in the boss.
She was different.
Really? How do you feel about me?
I should be asking you the same question.
Me? I can fall in love if it's part of the mission. Even with you. Snake? What's wrong? See you around, Snake. Take care of yourself.
What about you?
I've got to hurry back and play my other part.
Are you going to be okay?
Not sure. They're not stupid, and they know there's a spy. There's no way you could have gotten this far all by yourself.
Colonel. Did he talk?
No, he died before I could get it out of him.
Wasn't the spy then?
Look at this.
A transmitter?
Exactly. Planted to keep someone informed of his location.
But does this mean Grannon was the spy?
Perhaps he was being used by someone else.
Perhaps. This man was our comrade.
Comrade or not, he's of no use to us now.
I don't approve of your methods.
I don't need your approval. I'm in command here.
And that nuclear shell?
Still feeling sore about that, are you? What are you gonna do? Report it to the authorities? This is war, Major. A Cold War, fought with information and espionage. We must root out spies wherever they hide. It is kill or be killed. Potential threats must be weeded out. Your feelings are a menace to the unity of our organization. Someone is guiding the enemy's hand. A single man can only accomplish so much. Make no mistake, there is a spy among us.
But casting suspicion on our own
The
comrades.
C3 explosives have been stolen.
You think it was the American?
No, he could not have reached this fortress yet.
Then who?
I'd be careful about suspecting your own men.
Boss,
Where have you been?
The fear and the end have fallen.
damn it! CIA dog? That leaves only the Fury. How can the legendary Cobras be beaten so easily?
He's good.
Fallen for him?
Don't worry. I'll take care of him.
What is he after? Must be more than just Sokolov.
America is out to destroy the Shagohod and get its hands on your inheritance. The philosopher's legacy.
Impossible. The legacy,
Then they're out to kill me as well. Colonel, tighten the security on this place. He's coming here, I'm sure of it. I'm gonna get the Davy Crockett.
Perfume. Nice boots. Make sure you polish them up properly.
Sorry about that, I was busy trying to order my food for tonight. As soon as my food gets here, I'm afraid the stream will be over. I will try and find a reasonable point to stop, so don't worry about that, but it will be over. Thankfully, we've got very, very far today. Here's another cobalt tarantula. So yeah, again, the cobalt tarantula. Be careful, they will fuck you up. They are poisonous, and they do not give a shit. There's also, again, more stuff. Claymore and the extended bullets. That's where the quadrant is in this area. And of course, normally you would not see that unless you knew exactly what to look for. If you go to the normal view. Then, as you can see, SVD, AK, and Mosin ammo. And there's a scorpion behind me. Okay, give me a sec. There. Because scorpions will fuck your shit up as well. They have a poisonous kick. They're not too bad, but yeah. Unfortunately, because this isn't New Game Plus, I can't kill a scorpion with a scorpion, but yeah, it's much more of a meme. Okay. So we're going to take off the TNT as well by now. I don't really need it anymore. We do not need the... well, we need both of those actually. We have... no, we don't need Croc Cap. Why the fuck do we even still have that? It has absolutely zero use now. It's completely finished. Useless. If we continue along here, we have to be careful now. There's enemies now which have flamethrower backpacks. It's great if you're doing a killing run, because you can just blow it up. However, if you're not, they are incredibly annoying. If they die, and they can die quite easily, might I add, they will go kaboom. And you know what going kaboom does, right? It kills people. Unless, of course...
the enemy is close by. Who's that? What's going on?
I'm in HQ.
Normally if you can rush to here, you can actually get away with it without them actually noticing you at all. I'm trying to see, what camouflage could I use? The Okiyama? Okay. Uniform snow, I think. Poop. Oh wow, the poop camo actually does that well. Nice. Jesus Christ. The snow camo gives a 95 cover, which is actually pretty good. Again, this is snow. I'm wondering, camouflage face, don't I have the snow camo? It just gives exactly the same. However, it's snow camo, so it looks better in my honest opinion. Oh, we are. Bugger to fuck off. They're not invasion, so they move about. Camo. Uniform. Choco. Yes, there would be Choco if it wasn't for animals being as good as animals are. And then we are going with Desert Camo again. Which again, if you notice, is 80. Yeah. If you notice, there's like two guys there. If I was to fall down there right now, that would knock all three of them out, but I'm afraid it would plop them off the edge. So I'm basically waiting for them to bugger off.
Come in, HQ.
This is HQ.
Patrol here. We've lost the enemy. Enter high alert.
Acknowledged. The enemy is still nearby.
This would not be a problem if we'd actually got the headshot first. The first headshot, so yeah.
Where is he hiding? Where did that come from?
What's wrong? What's wrong?
There we go. It honestly sucks that I just wasted so much stuff. There's the quote in that area. We didn't actually go down here in the first place, I don't think, so... Yeah, it's just basically explosive stuff. Don't need it at all, in reality. Unfortunately, with most of these stuff, it's don't really need it too much. If you actually get the fast car, you can actually jump down that area, and then jump right down to here and immediately open the door. It just sucks that I missed that shot and then fucked up on the return. There isn't any cameras, I don't think, on this part either. Up still. Okay. Yeah, here. We're definitely going to enter Grozny Grad by the time the food gets here. If not, that is literally where we're going to be ending it. If it gets here before then, we shouldn't need to worry about that at all, though. Now there's a lot of yeah. Don't need that. Don't need that. This. Now you might be thinking, why are you going this way? With that. That's what we're doing there. To the Battery. Thankfully we've actually got enough to get that max lost. If we didn't get that, that would be fucking annoying. So yeah. Another thing that's pretty interesting about this one is, if you get this guy stunned or supplies, you can slash at his uniform and that will affect him massively. However, I'm not wanting to do that because I think it does normal damage, not stamina damage. You don't want to do stamina damage, but you don't want to do normal damage if you're doing it an entire thing, so yeah. However, we can change the camera to be good here, first off, back, and then 50 for splitters, and let's see if there's anything better. Yeah, black camera gives an extra 5. We do not care about Spider. It's not a good one, honestly, it's not that good at all. And you might be wondering where the button is. It's there, and you have to do it to join the boss. Genuinely, you do not want to use any of the vision ones, because he's a flamethrower guy. And if you get hit by the flamethrowers, you're blinded. Pretty much. You can, however, use water pipes. That would severely affect his abilities, so...
I'm over here.
Yeah, pretty much if you get full shots, you can do that, so... And when he gets enraged, he will charge. You don't want to be too close to these when he goes after them, because it'll blow up. And that was a stupid move, because that just wasted a lot of ammo that I could have been using beforehand. Again, these are bats. Generally they'll try and fuck you up, but they can't probably. You might notice I'm not really hiding, not doing much. Be caught. You'll see that when you need to. You know when he comes to you, thank fuck. Again. Because this flame suit is ripped from those shots, so yeah. And again, you can get away with doing this sort of thing. You've still not properly got hold on to where I am. Put it this way.
Over here! Over here! 4, 3,
He's going all the way along this side. So if I stay here,
fire! There!
that was his first time properly seeing where I was as well, mind you. Just to show how bad he can get. It's a dark area and his main attack is fire, being a flamethrower. Okay. And that's the reason you generally want to pop these pipes, which contain water. It will fuck his flames up, and it also helps in that regard. Again, there's where he is. He's only got like 2 slots left on him, so what we're doing right now is purely to try and get him to give us some advantage. Food-wise, we're going to actually eat the Backle Scaly Tooth,
I've had enough.
as well as the Serbian Ink Cap,
Disgusting.
to grab this. Don't care about the other one at all. There, game. Every time he noticed me, he didn't have a chance to attack me at all. You can get away with this fight easily if you know the right splats.
This is the end of the Cobras. You've got to live on. You're the only one left. I'm off. To join the sorrow. Behold, the flames of fury. The fires of hell will purge me free.
Honestly, he looks a lot like a Hellghast, with how completely fucked his face is.
See it. Mission Control, do you read me? I'm coming home. I see the earth.
We are now right by Groznygrad. So, let's grab the fire uniform, which lowers our fire damage. So if we got affected by any fire-based enemies, we can pretty much lower the weakness to that now. Equip the suppressors back onto both of these. I should really blow through this suppressor, but we're not going to right now. Climbing up through here, and as soon as we get to the top, we are immediately changing our things. Oh, camo, that's it. We're changing our camo. And I'm thinking about grabbing Major Rykov's uniform And then after that, we are going to possibly go somewhere else, I think. Not too sure though. So yeah, we've got the splinters, a splitter, which gives pretty good cover, and then we're gonna change the face again to, well, I was gonna say change the face to something different, but it'll work nice, apparently. Yeah, there's not very there. Most of the things under here you can take, so I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna try. Actually, shoot his ass. And that was actually very lucky that it ended there. That basically means we now get a new thing of suppressor. Which, yeah, I was afraid we'd run out of the suppressor and throwing a missed shot and have to fucking panic. But no, it doesn't look like that would problem be doesn't look like that would be the case anymore, which is always nice. I'm up here. I'm up here. Thermal goggles. Nothing. Normally I don't actually go along this way, I normally go along a different route, so... Yeah. Fortunately, because we're here. Oh, there he is. Okay. So let's now this is actually where the button of this machine is. Just there on the tank barrel. And there's a suppressor for the 1911. And there is a fuck. Now, a long time ago, in a galaxy not so far away, we actually got a fuck, what's it called? We got a cardboard box. Now, that cardboard box gets used in this part. It's that, yeah. Right at the beginning of Operation Snake Eater, we got a cardboard box. This is where that cardboard box gets used. No, I am not kidding. Yes, that's stupid. Oh. Now, look, you could have technically fallen underneath there. It was pretty nice. Doing that, so we got to fucking mad. Do that, so he's down. Slowly crawling ourselves along. Grab this guy. Shoot him and shoot him up. Him to shut him up. We've got 3 things there which we can't use. Going up here for the exact same thing, more or less. Okay. Now the only thing to be careful of is the spotlight. And maybe that guy all the way over there. But again, the spotlight's the things to care about most. Again, I shot him in the butt, he's downed. Not anymore. Look around where this guy isn't. So yeah, now we're basically waiting on these spotlights to go past. spotlights up the far left, that goes over. Only. Yep, there's that move. And this is where the Russian food is. Dude. Eat the Russian ration.
I've had enough.
And eat this one.
I can't take another bite.
Have these two in return. Backpack. Empty. Put in there. Careful about how far along to go. And now, there is a massive group of ways which you can travel. If you go underneath to the left, that way, normally, at least, you would have to face off against something that was a bit more annoying than what this is. So, yeah, it's pretty much a prison. You go to the prison anyway, and there's a cardboard box at the back of the prison. And inside of the prison there's actually stuff which you could be wanting to use. Yeah. I'm going to keep on moving all the way through this underground vent system. Yeah. Good, so I'll get my money very soon. However, I actually knocked them all out, so I don't have to worry too much about getting up. However, that's where they would be if they got up. That's where the Plot-a-thon is in this level, is underneath the thing. So yeah, he can be a bit of an annoying bastard if you don't know where he is. This goes to... I don't think this is prison. Never eat. I think that actually is the prison area, and if you notice, they're saying they're famished, which means you've done your job and destroyed their food supply. The reason we're going this way is not to do anything interesting at all, it's honestly just to get to the prison or to the other area which we want to go to, which happens to has the weaponry. Which means if we fuck up, and it's likely that we will, yeah, nope. Going underneath this way. And anyway, nice. Thanks, game. Oh no, yeah, this is the prison, yeah. This is indeed the prison area. That means it's the cardboard box. If you notice, there's some annoying fucking thing. Fuck, I forgot what they're called. Oh, annoying gas cans there. So yeah, another guy somewhere around here, which is why we're actually being somewhat careful. However, I believe we should be fine either way. But I think he's all the way over there. Yeah, he has to be if he's I mean, that's sad. However, I'm just gonna make sure he isn't on the roof, which we've done. There's a magazine on the roof. That's where he is. And if you're wondering where the Plot-a-thon is, he's on the roof. Of course the Plot-a-thon is going to be on the fucking roof. There's another guy somewhere, apparently. However, we don't know where he is. And that should normally worry you, but... no. Wasn't a torture room. / prison. Now we're going in here even like now. Probably because we can. No other reason. There's MG mag. You know. Suture kit and a bandage. Armor boot.
Freeze!
There's where the quoting is. We just literally got to him. Somehow made him freeze. And because the thing quit, that means he's the last guy there. There's nothing in these rooms. Yeah, I think the food's here, so give me a second. Okay, the food isn't here yet, but what we are going to do is we're going to play on until we get to the torture scene. Because after the torture scene there's a save point that's forced upon you, so we're going to use that. I say forced upon you like it's bad, it's not, it's actually fucking brilliant that they put that there now. But when they do. Going along this way, gonna be risky. There's two things we want to do. I have no idea where that last guy is, and it's actually starting to worry me now. Yep, no, nothing. Bosnian northeast. Okay. Too bad of a place. Oh, it's this place. Okay, yeah, I can understand. This place isn't too bad neither, at all. Rather cut him up. Cut him up. All over here. Oh, yeah, that was it. Got to him just before he kicked.
Something there.
Got him before he needed to see anything. And we're purposely jumping around the point. We're not actually getting to where we should be going for the actual ending. That's because we're still trying to do a bit of extra loose stuff. We've literally passed the place we're meaning to go to now, but we have to go to twice. Last time to blow up their food supply. This time, however, gotta be a bit more careful. Just a little bit careful. Not just because we have to blow something up, no. There's a dog. Dogs stay awake a lot longer, and they smell you. No, I'm not kidding, they literally can smell you. Biggest problem with dogs. In fact, that's not even the biggest problem with them. But that is something that really, they can do it to fuck you up a bit. Saying that, however, you can see just where they are roughly. You know, it looks like he's sleeping, right? Well, no. He's only partially asleep. However, he's primarily wide awake, and he's primarily ready to fuck you up. This is the case with almost all of the dogs in this both of the dogs in this area. That's again something which is annoying as hell. However, did something change that both times. There's only 2 of them, so it isn't too bad. That little box section there. Oh, we're gonna go in there now. Just you wait. That's actually one of the things we're waiting for. Before, because that one's not being used. Let's see. They are going to. I think no, there's nothing there. So, before Papa wakes up, I'm gonna climb in here. I'm gonna do that. Change our backpack to have cardboard box A. Think. You might notice, oh, dog woke up. Not anymore, it doesn't matter. Doesn't give a shit. We're going to be using cardboard box A to escape. And I just hope I chose the white cardboard box.
Weapons Lab East Wing.
Yeah, we chose the white box. This is East Wing, so yeah, we chose the correct one. The other one, I do not remember where it goes for box C. And this was box A, remember. This is the very first box. This is the box you need to use. That you get right at the beginning of the game, and leads you somewhere very, very, very useful.
I'm so hungry.
Yeah. To the weapons lab. East Wing. It does actually tell you what they are on the other start on the actual information, I think. Got to pick up and use a box E, for example. That was East Wing. C. This is on the side cannot be read. So that would put it into the mail room, I believe. And let's change our camo. Uniform to be as splitter. Base camo. Change it to be splitter. There's an urban environment, so
Hungry.
if we're here, that means okay. That means we're right at the front, so we have to be somewhat careful about where we aim.
What's wrong?
What's going on?
We're basically getting major at point now. So right here, he's the one we need to actually take. So we're going to go very slowly. To lay him down here. All ever so slowly along this part.
I'm so hungry.
And we shot those science nods. Move them away from us. I think we technically could use the scientist outfit, but whatever. I'll move here. He's actually down there now. Said what's wrong. Cool. Okay. Two of them there.
This is HQ. What's going on?
There. Suppose the way, once he gets the infinite stuff, best items, we can do that. We can actually flag him to where we should be able to get to him and get him like that. Yeah, there's Biden, baby boy, lightning rod. Yeah, as you can see, Metal Gear Solid 2 had that. We'll widen. Now that we're here, we're going to. I've accidentally skipped a little bit, but it was literally just him smiling at the end. And anyway, we don't have much. So what we're going to do is mask, uniform officer, Major Wyckoff was wearing, backpack, okay. So now. We do not care too much about actually using these to put people in them, so we can get away with destroying them and us. Yeah, if you notice. Hurry up. Uh-huh. And there's a suppressor. Uh-huh. And now we don't actually have to worry too much about actually having the enemies notice who we are, because we're wide bench. So yeah, that's the quote in this part. Oh, scientists won't question us because we're not a scientist and we're the major, so the rest of the group cannot bother fucking with us, which is always very nice. Of course, we now salute when you hold triangle instead of adjust the glasses. Again, punch them in the nuts because it's the scientist, who doesn't deserve anything but a nut punch. And going into the bathroom, this is his private bathroom. Because your wife can itch, you can get away with doing a lot of stuff.
So wrong.
I didn't mean to knock him down, I meant to just hit him in the nuts, but eesh. There's the like new weaponry, the ammo, sorry. More ammo. And that's where the Scorpion is. Like to Cal SM.
Sir.
And there's a mouse clap. Yeah, now we are pretty much golden. We can move about the next 3 areas without any problems at all. We've already got everything gone. Now we're going to where we've seen the scientist. And we hit him in the nuts. Nice, because of the height difference. And we are with the scientists. Pretty much punch him, punch, punch. These nerds don't deserve any love, they deserve just punches in the face. Yeah, there's something in there. 6 spray bullets, so that basically means one of the weapons we can normally use, which is a fake cigarette, which we do actually get to use at some point, and a handkerchief. Punching makes me spin out, nice. But yeah. So we've pretty much dealt with all of these, the scientists. And now we have pretty much clearance to go. Let's take this guy open. That's Wyckoff. 2, if you notice, I guess sort of 2 advert for Wyden and Wyckoff's cell. Yeah, we are very nearly about to finish up, because we are very nearly next to the torture scenes, so we're going to save and then it's done. Game's over. Well, I said game's over, I mean game is over. So, yeah. Very nearly done. West Wing corridor. So now we are here. Now we get a couple of cutscenes in a row, a save point, then we are going to resave after we've done the torture scene.
Sir.
And we are very, very close to the end. So.
Here it is.
Have this nerd.
You can count on me. What about the philosopher's legacy?
I don't know anything about that. What are you? Are you trying to kill me?
What's the matter?
I know nothing, I swear it. No one but the Colonel knows of the legacy.
I see.
No, don't! Oh.
That poor guy. Talk about a dick punch, eh? Oh, because I know for a fact there's a save point for the Wilson torture scene, I'm gonna pretty much get my stuff ready for my
You're
food.
from the CIA.
2, 6, 7.
I told you before,
8,
didn't I? I'm going to get you out of here.
A man of honor, just like your commander. But I'm afraid you're too late.
Too late. Don't tell me. The Shagohods.
Exactly. The final preparations for Phase 2 are complete.
Sokolov, what exactly is Phase 2?
To put it in technical terms, it's a composite range extension system for medium-range ballistic missiles. The Shagohod was originally designed as a tank that could launch nuclear missiles from any type of terrain. There was just one problem we couldn't figure out how to solve. The ICBMs we have today are simply too big for the Shagohod to carry. But the military would not hear of it. They demanded a weapon that could launch a nuclear missile directly into the American homeland. That is when I came up with the idea for Phase 2.
But there's no way you could load an ICBM onto the Shagohod. So how'd you do it?
By accelerating the Shagohod itself.
Accelerating it?
In Phase 2, a rocket booster unit is attached to the frame of the Shagohod. The unit incorporates the same technology used in the Vostok rocket that sent Major Gagarin into space. Using this booster, the Shagohod can achieve a land speed of over 300 miles per hour.
That monster can go more than 300 miles per hour?
Yes. And from this state of accelerated motion, it launches a nuclear missile.
So, the Shagohod acts like the first stage of a rocket.
Yes, precisely. The range of the missile launched by the Shagohod thus increases from 2,500 miles to 6,000 miles.
6,000 miles? That's enough to strike anywhere in the United States.
Not only that, with the Shagohod, there's no need to construct giant silos like the ones used to house ICBMs. All you need is a runway about 3 miles in length, or its equivalent. And you can launch a thermonuclear strike against any location in the United States from anywhere in the Soviet Union. It cannot be detected by spy planes or satellites. It's a mobile fortress, capable of deploying in secret and launching its payload at any time.
A weapon from hell.
Interestingly, Peace Walker's nuclear system does something similar with a recoilless rifle-style design.
A completed prototype now sits in the hangar. At present, it is the only one of its kind. But Volkin is planning to mass-produce them based on that prototype.
And deploy them all over the Soviet Union.
Yes, and that's not the end of it. He's going to ship them to Eastern Europe, to Asia, to all the countries of the Eastern Bloc. Even worse, he intends to use the Shagohod as bait to foment armed uprisings among dictators, ethnic insurgents, and revolutionary groups throughout the Third World. His funds are nearly limitless. He could start mass production tomorrow if he wanted. The reason that tensions between East and West have settled into a Cold War is because each side fears the other's power. Deterrence. The idea of using threats to keep one's enemy in check is the perfect word to sum up this state of affairs. But the Shagohod goes far beyond the level of threat. It will render the concept of deterrence utterly meaningless. If such a weapon is unleashed on the world, it will not be long before all nations are engulfed in conflict. The Cold War will end, and the entire planet will be consumed by the fires of war. Volkin and the Shagohod will be at the center of it all. So you see, it's already too late.
No, it's not too late.
What do you mean?
We've still got a chance. All we have to do is destroy the prototype and the whole facility before they can mass produce it.
But
just tell me what I need to do to destroy this place.
All right. The liquid fuel used in the rocket engine is stored in a tank. If you can blow it up somehow, some C3 ought to be enough to blow the entire hangar to smithereens.
C3? You mean that cutting-edge plastic explosive?
It could be molded into any shape. The bomb of the future.
Where can I get it?
There was some in the armory here, but it's gone now. It was stolen by a female spy who was here a minute ago.
Eva?
No. That's not her name. Her name is Tatiana. She made her way in here by becoming Volkin's lover.
I thought she was your lover.
Mine? Oh no, she is Volkin's lover. This is my lover.
Who are they?
My wife and daughter. They're in America.
Now I remember. Your family is in the custody of the CIA. How long has Tatiana been here?
Only a few weeks.
A few days before the Virtuous mission, then.
She said that Khrushchev sent her.
What did you just give her?
All of the experimental data for the Shagohod. Please, it is essential that you destroy the Shagohod.
I will, but first I've got to get you to safety.
144.75, eh?
No.
So that's the first number we're going
I'm
to
not
fucking
going.
call after we end up getting out of this.
My mission is to rescue you.
Leave me.
Sokolov!
Khrushchev has abandoned
Okay.
me. I cannot return to my country. I would most certainly be sent to the gulags.
What about the US?
Yes, I once thought of that. My family's waiting for me there. But even if I fled to the United States, I would once again find myself creating weapons of mass murder. In the end, it doesn't matter where I go. I am still a weapons scientist. To be honest with you, I'm tired. Every day, I help create things that should never be used. Things that should never have existed in the first place. Every day, without sleep. Without a word of praise from others. And my creations do not even benefit mankind. They are merely the tools of politicians. All I wanted to do was build space rockets. But it was not to be. The space race between America and Russia became the prey of politicians. The space race and the arms race are one and the same. Missiles, rockets, what's the difference? Scientists are always being used. Please, watch over my family.
Major, what are you doing here? I've been waiting for you in my room. Who are you? Don't play dumb with me. If you think you can fool me, you're sorely mistaken. I know the Major better than anyone else. I come here looking for Tatiana, and what should I find? But a greasy freebooter.
And then...
this fairy disguise. It's gonna rub off on you. And then you'll lose sight of who you really are. Stay out of this.
I see why they call you the boss. What was that? Some kind of judo?
No, it's called CQC, a basic form of close quarters combat. He and I developed it together.
Splendid. I'll take it from here.
Wow.
Are you going to kill him?
Of course. But first, I will make him pay for hurting Ivan.
Damn it! It's my fault got stuck. Shame. A bit of crab claw got stuck on the fucking meat. Must be fine though, that was just a bit annoying as well. TKO. Don't need to save here because we're going to save immediately after we get to the torture scene, so...
Tell me!
Stop it!
Who have you been talking to?
He doesn't know what you're talking about.
You'd better start talking.
Please, stop this!
Who is Khrushchev's lapdog?
How can you do this to him?
I know you gave the data to someone.
Never do
You!
that.
Fine now.
I guess he's dead. Now then, I hope you prove more entertaining than he was. But first, let's take a look at your body, shall we? What a beautiful body you have, like a newborn baby. But not for long. Well then, let's get started. What is your target?
Ignore all
Is it the
damage like
Shagohod?
this, so...
Or Sokolov. Or maybe it's the Legacy. Answer me. Who is helping you? Who let you in here? You're a tough one, but even you must have your limits. And I am a patient man.
Yeah, holding L2 or R2, or left trigger or right trigger. Basically, something to open up the menus, right in the weapon menu. You can avoid all damage.
Here's where the fun really begins.
If you are a sensitive disposition, I highly recommend you look away.
My body carries an
Because
electric charge
in
of
this
10
scene,
million volts.
Big Boss
See how you like this.
gains his iPad. Shall we say?
Now answer me. How much does the CIA know?
Look politely and just say he gains his iPad. Golden Temple Fortune.
They're after my legacy, aren't they? Your real target is the Philosopher's Legacy, isn't it? Yes. Let yourself go. That's what I want to see.
It's no use. He's not going to talk. He's been trained not to break. Trained by me.
Admit it! We're after the location of the legacy! The secret fund established by the three great powers during the 2 world wars. That's what you're looking for, isn't it? $100 billion, divided up and hidden all over the world. And you're looking for a record of where all that money is hidden, right? No matter. The Philosopher's Legacy is safely in my possession, in the underground vault of Groznygrad. You'll never live. What's this? A transmitter? Who's responsible for this?
I am. I planted it on him to keep track of his movements.
Why?
So the Cobras could ambush him.
If they knew where he was gonna be, they wouldn't have gotten themselves slaughtered. It pains me to do this, boss, but under the circumstances, I'm afraid I must ask you to show me some proof that you and he were not in collusion.
You don't trust me, is that it?
Not that, but he is your apprentice.
What do you want me to do?
Let's see. Cut out his eyes. I don't like those blue eyes of his. There's nothing more important to a soldier than his eyes. You made him a soldier, and now you will unmake him. Yes, it'll make for a touching display. He's all yours. Do it! Ruin him, just as he did the Cobras.
Stop!
What is it, Tanya?
He's suffered enough.
Well, well. Why are you protecting him? That smell. Tatiana, you're the spy.
What are you talking about?
I know that smell.
Stop it!
Taking a fancy to her, eh, Ocelot?
No, I have no interest in this woman. I want to test her. I'll let this be the judge.
Do as you like.
Here we go.
Two. Four.
There. Satisfied now?
Well, that was refreshing. Come, we're going to my room.
So you survived the Colonel's torture, eh? Watching this has made me realize something. It's really not that bad. It's the ultimate form of expression. You got lucky this time, Tatiana.
For 4.75 is actually.
Run!
Okay, yeah, we're not gonna call one for 4.75. I just remember some. I thought I remembered that. Yeah, that was the. They foreshadowed the exit code countless times in this. I knew they did.
I've prepared an escape route for us. Go out and head west. Pass underneath the connecting passageway and go north. You'll find an open manhole there.
You're...
Quiet! Go through the manhole down into the sewers. The door at the north end of the sewers is unlocked. You can use it to get outside the fortress. I've got your equipment. We'll meet up later.
Eva...
But I can't get too close to your cell. You'll have to figure a way out of there yourself. I'll be in touch.
Oh, there's actually a fork. Fork. Press the square button to slash. Press firmly to stab. Animals and plants can be captured and eaten on the spot. want that.
Huh? What? You don't want this?
With hard revolver, press square to hold, release the fire, aim with L1, A with the white stick in first person view. So first off, we're going to see who planted what in our bodies. So, the gunshot wound inflicted by the boss has a fake death pill inside of it, whereas the transmitter was slammed into our back by Ocelot. And now we could take out the fake death pill, but we're not going to. Or at least, we could take out the what the other thing is called now. It's annoying me that I forgot. We could take out the not fake death pill, the transmitter, but we're not going to because it actually gives us a secondary scene. And we can't even get the Tsuchinoko until after the scene where the transmitter gets taken out of you anyway. And we've already got plenty of failed alerts in the first place.
Chow
So,
time.
the Otten Frog, which is actually pretty good. That's getting thrown out as well.
Huh? Hey, thanks.
Because we like Johnny. Johnny's a good meme character, so we're going to feed Johnny because Johnny's nice. Then after this, after we basically get the item from Johnny, we are going to go to save, and then we're going to end this. We're just waiting on Johnny to actually get
Oh, my stomach. Oh, I can't hold it anymore.
I wasn't going to say for him to get diarrhea, but I was going to say for him to give us the cigarette. So
It's coming out. Here it comes. Still going. Wow. I didn't think that was possible. That's a record. Ugh. Will this even flush?
Now the optimal time to actually escape is when he's stuck on the bog, believe it or not. Because he's stuck! Quite literally, so you can easily run out of here. It's an evil thing to do, but it works a charm. You can also feed him poisoned food, but that's... No! We're not gonna kill Johnny now. Especially since it's a bit of a time paradox in and of itself, because... well... one of his firstborn sons are called Johnny. Including the same one that follows it with Neville. We're just gonna hope this one isn't rotten or poisoned.
Hey, eat up!
Which is always good.
Huh? Well, it's your loss.
And now that we've fed him 3 times, we get our cigarette. As you can see here, next the scene with Johnny. Then after this scene of saving, so...
Hey, you're not such a bad guy after all. I guess not all Americans are dogs.
You mean it?
Yeah. You know, before the war started, I used to live in America. I even had a wife and a kid.
You must be pretty lonely.
Bastard! Fuck. Give me a second. Motherfucking RSP advertising bastard came along and fucked up the game. Motherfucker! Ah! Oh well, it's happens I guess. And because it was a cutscene, and we're gonna save Howish. First off, that. Next we're saving. And I believe after we end up reloading this save, we should get it again anyway. So we're gonna end up redoing all of this.
Ready to save, Snake?
Anyway, motherfucker. Game complains that I wasn't over 26 and promptly left. I'm not saying that to be nasty. I mean, we fucking have we adopted our bloody cat. Poor little thing was well, I say adopted. Poor thing was abandoned though. We took him in. So yeah. Still.
Snake?
That's a good scene as well.
Snake?
He's talking about his family in America.
Mouth hurts when I talk.
Motherfucker.
Did you get cut up?
It feels like someone shoved me under a lawnmower. Do me a favor. Tell me a story to take my mind off the pain.
Snake, have you ever heard of Renfield?
Is that a movie?
It's the name of a character. He's locked up in a cell waiting for the master to return, eating the spiders that crawl along the walls.
Change the channel.
He waits and waits for ages. Finally, just as he's beginning to forget whether he's human or not, the master comes for him, saying the time has come. Renfield is overjoyed.
Wait, isn't this...
The master spreads his huge wings and a gust of wind fills the cell.
Come on, I don't want to hear this.
And there, standing before Renfield in human form was...
Dracula.
Exactly! If you stay there too long, your old buddy Dracula's going to come and get you too. So you better start thinking of a way out of there. You better not leave me without someone to talk to. Please, Snake, think. There's got to be a way out of there.
I'll try.
Okay. Just let me know if you start having nightmares about Dracula.
Okay. Yeah, so throughout most of all of the saving stuff, he has no idea about movies. He has an idea about a single fucking movie. It's a single movie he really fucking hates. Dracula. Oh, for fuck's sake, Paramedic. It's a shame that Guy Savage is not in the HD collection. I really quite liked the Guy Savage minigame. Anyway, stream is now officially over. I hope you enjoyed today's gameplay. We will be back on the weekend to finish off Metal Gear Solid 3. And then right after that we are going to continue and promptly go on to Metal Gear Solid 5, not 5, no. Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, which should be the next in the chronological series. because we are not including that piece of shit Portable Ops. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's stream, and if you want to see the entirety of this, I do hope you come and come on by. After Peace Walker, it's actually Metal Gear Solid 5 Part 1 and 2. Okay, so that's not my cup of tea. Okay. Yeah, we're going to be playing Metal Gear Solid 5, both chunks. And then after that, it should be, I think, Metal Gear 1 and then Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. Both of those two are actually part of the HD Collections version of Metal Gear Solid 3. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's showing, and I would hope to see you all on the weekend. Bye bye.